end of your yarn, leaving enough to sew up the side of your hat. You will then take your yarn, wrap it around your hook, and pull it through that last loop on your crochet piece. Pull that yarn all the way through and pull it to tighten it. Fold your crochet piece in half, and you will then stitch along this edge to close the tube. You want to sew back and forth until you get to the end. You also want your stitches to not be so bulky. So you can do whatever stitch works. You want the seam to look pretty flat. So I'm just going in and out, back and forth, and I'll continue until I reach the end. I'm going to turn the hat inside out so we can see the right side, which we're considering the right side, the side where the seam isn't showing. And you will see this is where we sewed the tube closed. So now we will take the end that we left, thread it through our needle, and simply weave in and out around the top of your hat so that we can close the top up. We're going to gather it. So it doesn't need to be perfect, just weave it in and out. Don't leave too much spaces in between your stitches because it will just leave an uneven gather and it will create some bulging. So try to keep your stitching consistent and not too far from each other. We are back at the seam where we began, and we are going to gather the top of the hat by just simply pulling in your yarn to gather it. So you're going to pull it tightly so that there's no opening, and you might want to actually stitch it across just to secure it. feel like you've stitched enough to secure the opening at the top, you simply pull it through, pull your yarn through to the inside, turn your hat inside out, tie a couple of knots, and then weave in your ends.